My name is Rebecca Justillion, and for my engagement this semester, I worked with iGrow Urban Youth Farm in Frenchtown, Tallahassee. iGrow is a youth empowerment and urban agriculture program in the Frenchtown community.
Urban ag is it's a movement that's taking place in urban areas and cities, and what it is essentially is the movement of agriculture from the rural areas into more densely populated areas such as cities and townships.
My service experience sort of turned into an internship midway through the semester. My role at iGrow really got kick-started when I started to work with the outreach team. My main goal through my role was basically to meet all the needs that I saw within the Frenchtown community. Just as an economics major, things from an economic standpoint really stood out to me, so I wanted to make my role focused on economic development in the Frenchtown community. And I saw that while we were selling things, we weren't selling necessarily to the people who lived in the Frenchtown community. And my only problem with that was, if we're here for the community, by the community, and the community is supposed to be engaged with our garden, my goal was to increase the sales within the community and make iGrow an access point for fresh food in a food desert. And it's so important to engage the community members that are around you to benefit directly from what you're working with.
Frenchtown is considered a quote-unquote blighted community. It's one of those communities that need a lot of attention. Okay, so one of the things that iGrow does here in the community is bring fresh and affordable food to the people here in Frenchtown. So if food can be grown in your backyard or at a farm that's maybe half a mile, 2, 3, 4, 10 miles just from your home, then you know that the food is fresh, it's nutrient dense, because they, especially if they use sustainable methods like composting and organic soil amendments, then you're getting the best bang for your buck in terms of healthy food. So urban ag is a win-win situation for everybody involved. It's a win-win for local residents, it's a win-win for your local urban ag farmer, it's a win-win for your local economy. And those are just some of the reasons why urban agriculture is such a powerful force right now around the world, and especially in places like Florida, where you can grow year-round. That's why we're doing different things on the local government level to help shift and change zoning policies so that more urban ag farms can pop up in the city of Tallahassee to bring healthy, rich, affordable, healthy food to the people within the Tallahassee community.
So I came up with a community outreach plan, and it had 3 phases. The first phase was groundwork preparation, which was mapping out the Frenchtown community and identifying the places most in need, the families who are most in need. The second phase was relationship development, which meant that we formed a relationship with each of the members of the community, and that they knew who we knew who they were, and we could create the foundation to make exchanges between both us and the members of our community. The last stage was community engagement.
So the community engagement piece is so important as well, because we get to know our neighbors and we get a chance to talk to them and find out what their needs are and just what their concerns are. So for even people who don't necessarily eat from this garden, who live in the surrounding area, they walk through because we left pathways open for the community members to walk through, because they use this area to get from one side of the community to the next, and we didn't want to take that away from them as we were building this oasis here in Frenchtown.
My name is Alexis Simino, and I work with the iGrow outreach team. It's just so exciting to see the enthusiasm people have, whether they've been here for a year, whether they've been here for 1 day or 1 minute. It's exciting to see people come on the farm, walk around, look around, and be like, oh my gosh, we are in Frenchtown, we are in the city, and there's food growing everywhere.
Just stopping to have a conversation with anyone, you can learn so much about the community and so much about what they do. Okay. Our most recent success had to be the Giving Garden. And the Giving Garden is a portion of our farm that is solely donated to the community. So everything that's grown in the Giving Garden is donated to the members of the community. For a long time, we've been talking about ways to assess the needs within our community. So our outreach team came up with a survey to assess the needs in the community, as well as using what we grew in the Giving Garden as an exchange for hearing what the members of the community said that they wanted to see within the town and within the neighborhood.
Just 2 weeks ago, we were able to give 32 families 5 pounds of sweet potatoes to each family. So once a season, we are going to be able to hand out food, good food, pounds of good food. Through this, we're just able to be good neighbors and to bring good food closer to home.
And I was so happy because I was leading the grown-ups to talk about iGrow in the community, and we gave away vegetables to them, and we wrote all the information about iGrow, and we had told them about iGrow so they can come help us, cause this for community. We gave iGrow, we built iGrow so people can come and get vegetables and be healthy. And we built this so kids can have something to do instead of being at home sitting down watching TV. You need to get ready to get a job. You need to go ahead and start doing all that, because one day, and if you started getting a job, you might get fired that quick because you don't know what to do. That's why you need to follow instructions. That's why you need to come at iGrow and be healthy and stay out of trouble.
While I was focused on community development, I saw such a need in youth empowerment and youth development that I kind of forged my role into one of both youth and community development at the same time. The most recent half of my internship has been focused on coming up with a plan to help the youth develop professionally and personally. Working with them has honestly been a challenge, and also has been helping me to grow as well. And that was also one of my learning outcomes, was learning how to become an effective team leader and learning how to effectively lead groups. My thing is that community development would be so much more effective if we had the youth who were also leading that as well. And so I started to see the need for the youth to be the leaders of community development.
I'm Amora, and what I like about being a leader is everything. It makes you feel older, gives you a lot of responsibilities you have to take care of. I don't know, I would love to be able to come back in the future and tell everybody, wow, I did a lot of this, I helped with a lot of stuff here. I did a lot of signs here for iGrow, and because I draw and I do graffiti art, and I do a lot of other art too. Graffiti is my main art that I really like.
Okay, so right now we are putting in hours for the volunteers and the iGrow leaders here, because we do get paid for what we do.
It helps us with grants. If you want a grant, we can show how many volunteers and people that come to it, and to keep track of who comes in and out our farm.
What I like about being at iGrow is the youth and the fact that teenagers are outside, because majority of the day teenagers are inside or they're on their phones and their electronics.
I want to be a farmer and sell lots of produce, give away fresh foods and vegetables and fruits. And what iGrow made me do is because it's better to grow organic than go to grocery stores and buy GMOs and chemicalized different kinds of vegetables that say that's natural when it's not.
I like to plant, I like to get in groups, and I like to do tours. I live right over there, so when I come every day, I help people. I help out with iGrow. This is a special place to be, and iGrow is the best thing ever.
We started to have youth meetings with the youth to come up with ideas and to give them the room to make decisions on the farm, to come up with plans for things we can do to improve the garden and also their experience with iGrow. iGrow has honestly kick-started my development as a leader. Seeing the issues that arose as we went on with our work prompted me to figure out ways to solve the problems that we have here and helped me to kind of take the initiative. I learned so much about myself, and I learned that as much as I like to talk about ideas, it's always best to put them to action. And being with the outreach team has helped me to develop that skill of turning what I talk about into what I do. I think one of the most important lessons I've learned here is to be patient. Not everything that we implemented was a success. Actually, a lot of the things didn't go as we planned, but everything worked out at the end of the day, and we always figured out a way to reevaluate our approach to what we were doing to make sure that we're still on track with the mission of our farm. My work with iGrow is definitely not over. I'm really serious about seeing my vision come to light here, as well as helping everyone else get their vision to come to light. I wanted to continue to change the idea that organic and healthy food is only limited to a few, the people who can afford it. My vision is to see everyone in Frenchtown have their own garden and to have a community-based system where everyone can support each other, growing healthy food and living a healthy lifestyle, and combating the food insecurity that's present here.